Doctors of Reddit, what is something that you wish everyone knew about their body? Ejaculating blood happens to most people at least once in their lives, and in 99% of cases it resolves without taking any action within a week. It doesn't even warrant a doctor visit. Peeing blood, for both sexes, is a serious medical emergency and you should immediately go to the ER. People think it's the other way around. Type 2 diabetes is more serious than most people realize. I work as a doctor in hemodialysis and most of them are due to diabetic nephropathy. It also affects your eyes, nerves, immune system, etc. Simple life changes can help you, but no one seems to care. I even lost 9 kilograms myself because I had a family history of diabetes and to be healthy. Edit. Wow, thanks for the silver stranger. I didn't expect this comment to be big, but please take care of yourselves, people, because it is really sad for us doctors to see people get ill because of a preventable illness. Also, there are lots of good subreddits for people trying to make a lifestyle change. You and your body deserve better. Edit 2. Changed diabetes to type 2 diabetes for clarification. Changed easy to simple. Your kidneys and liver cheerfully do all the toxin elimination you'll ever need. Cleanses and other detoxifying products are bullshit, woo, and a waste of money. The people who sell them are predators who only care about your money becoming theirs. If you could keep track of the assorted parts you've had removed or added, that'd be very helpful. I am not saying you need to know whether your fundoplication was a Nissen or a door. But if you're complaining about belly pain, it would be nice to know that the last time you had belly pain they took out your gallbladder, appendix, sigmoid colon. And if you've ever had something implanted, and they gave you a little card, that's not warranty information. That tells us if you're going to explode if you go in an MRI. Bring it. Otherwise it will be Googled. Don't do DIY surgery or hold off on reporting things that are obvious warning signs. Don't be the guy who tried to remove his skin cancer with a knife. This one is more about medication. Antibiotics only work against bacteria. They are not some kind of wonder potion that cures anything, and they should not always be given. Please stick to your prescription the doctor gives you, even if you already feel better. Don't just stop unless the doctor says you can stop. A lot of medication needs to be taken according to the prescription in order for it to be effective, because you build up the doses to an effective level. Stopping or not sticking to it really decreases effectivity. That administering CPR compressions ASAP is one of the greatest indicators of successful outcomes. I think there are a lot of obvious ones, like how lifestyle choices in your 20s impact your health and quality of life in your 40s. It would help if more patients knew their family history, though not everyone has this opportunity, unfortunately. Prevention is becoming more and more important in medicine, and treating a disease in its early stages is a lot better than catching it late. If you have family members who had ovarian or colon cancer in their 30s, that is very significant for your own risk. The screening and tests we run might change, depending. If you want to start the pill, it's important to know about breast cancer, DVTs, clotting disorders in the family. If you're a bit overweight and have no metabolic syndrome problems in the family, compared to a bit overweight but both your parents have type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease, the management priorities change. Asking your family about any recurring diseases or diseases that occurred early 20s, 30s, maybe 40s can be helpful. There are certain common conditions that are underdiagnosed but easily fixed. Even if you have non-specific symptoms, it doesn't hurt to tell your doctor during the next visit. About 5% of U.S. adults have an iron deficiency, which can cause a loss of concentration and fatigue, and a huge amount are vitamin D deficient. When I am able to complete a systems review, ask screening questions about every different body system, I end up discovering a lot of irritable bowel syndrome, hypothyroidism, insomnia, joint pain, headaches, etc. that impact quality of life. But people don't bring it up because they don't want to be a bother, or think the symptoms are too vague. It's not a bother, and often, but not always, these conditions have simple treatments which can really improve how you feel. You need some kind of exercise. Doesn't matter how you feel right now. Sitting for 12 to 16 hours a day will have negative consequences. My phone is acting up? So if this has already been posted, I apologize. But women, please do not use soap or douching products inside your vagina. It has a delicate pH balance, and this is how you get yeast infections. Wash your labia, but do not clean internally. The vagina is self-cleaning just like your eyeballs. Do you wash your eyeballs? No. Do you wash your face? Yes. Some people seem to think that if you act healthy for a bit, it'll make up for being a wreck. There are so many things wrong with this. Just one example, antioxidants are like gas for your car. You can store up a certain amount of vitamins, but your tank can only hold so much. If you binge on overfill your tank, it doesn't do anything, you excrete it out as waste. And you can't expect to go the next several months without gas just because you tried to overload it before. You're going to still need to get gas. Same goes for your fruits and veggies. Had someone tell me he went vegetarian for a few weeks, which meant he was done for the year. He was dead serious. Had a patient at risk for heart failure try to insist that if she stayed away from salt entirely for X days, weeks, she should be able to have her fill of McDonald's fries and ramen. Had a smoker argue that if he stopped for some time, he should be able to smoke freely for a while. With some digging, quote, stopping turned out to mean a couple less cigarettes a day. That there is a wide range of normal. Don't be embarrassed by your body. Having said that, if you are concerned about anything, ask your doctor. We have generally heard it all before. And trust me, we have nearly always seen it all before. Maybe you have something that has been bothering you for ages, but you are too scared or embarrassed to ask about it. Just ask. It might be nothing and you have been stressing about it for no reason. And if not, then you are at least one step closer to getting it fixed. No one can help if they don't know. There are no stupid questions. So ask away. I am always amazed when I have been asked about something that has been bothering a patient for years and years, but they were too embarrassed, scared to bring it up. Most of the time, it is nothing, a completely normal body function feature. Other times, it is something that should have been discussed right away. You know your body best, so speak up. Don't wait for the doctor to ask the right question. Many simpler diseases in the body can be compared to a car. When you don't get regular checkups and take regular care, it's not like you'll notice something bad happen right away. Just like how you won't notice a missed oil change a couple thousand miles later. But diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, alcohol dependence, etc., they all sneak up on you. Just like how eventually, that engine won't run as smooth. The second thing is that your body isn't like a TV remote, where you pop out the old batteries and put in some new ones. You can't expect to come into a hospital and walk out feeling 100%. People have some unrealistic expectations of what doctors can do, and there is research which demonstrates how TV shows provide the public with these false beliefs. I'm a Grey's fan also, but it's not real medicine. The first-line treatment for most of our common diseases is, wait for it, lifestyle modification. It's not drugs. It's not surgery. 50% of newly diagnosed type 2 diabetics do not require anything more than diet and exercise. Cessation of smoking is the second best thing you can do for your health. And every little amount you decrease smoking has a profound impact. Again, you won't see it now, but you'll see it down the road, like the oil change. And if you do need meds, like how most will eventually need meds for their blood pressure, don't play around with it. Take it every day. Hypertension is called the silent killer. You can't really feel your blood pressure, but it's slowly damaging every artery and every organ in your body. And that comes down to the last point. Exercising is the key to a better life. If you put in the work, there is no upper limit. That's not an exaggeration, but the findings of a landmark paper that made news everywhere last October. Not exercising is worse than smoking, diabetes, or coronary artery disease. It is the single best thing you can do for a healthier life. Your health is a shared responsibility, and we're here to help. This may not be the flashiest Reddit comment, but this one may actually save your life. Edit. So I'm getting a lot of great questions on what are good exercises and how long should you be exercising. This is probably the single most asked question I get from my parents, friends, and random strangers. Unfortunately, it's a bit complicated. I could go on quoting tons of papers from a variety of sources, but that would be difficulty to parse though. An exercise regimen should ideally be set by a medical professional specifically for you. It may vary based on your age, occupation, underlying health conditions, fitness goals, etc. I couldn't give a 60-year-old with COPD the same instructions as a 25-year-old. I don't want to say something in a Reddit comment that would end up hurting you or your loved one, so I won't go into specifics. The generic advice we give to our older patients is to walk at a brisk pace, enough for a mild sweat. There is some evidence to show that even normal walking can significantly help improve your cardiac health. I'm only focusing on cardiovascular health here, and there are other things to consider with exercise. I don't want to sound annoying, but I really feel it's best you talk to your doctor about what else you can do to improve your health. We'd be glad to walk you through a plan made specifically for you. Also, regarding number of steps per day, the 10,000 steps number is unscientific and largely propagated by the pedometer-making industry. First, it should be age-adjusted. It also doesn't directly correlate with losing weight. However, personally, as someone approaching 30, I do like 10,000. It's a nice clean number and I can make a game out of it for myself. It is important to note that this is not for everyone. How to check for skin cancer. If you see any moles or anything that are asymmetrical, b. odd borders, like they're jagged or something, c. color, different colors, d. diameter, grows, e. evolves, go get it checked out. It might be skin cancer. Tell us what drugs and alcohol you're on. We aren't gonna tell the cops. We aren't gonna lecture you. But it might change the anesthesia I give you. Some stuff I give you might kill you. If you drink a 30-pack a day, tell me. That's all for this video. Hit that like button. Remember to leave a comment telling me your favorite part. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell icon to make sure you never miss a video. I'll see you next time.